is a naturopathic empowerment coach, published author, national speaker. Pearl loves helping women put themselves first authentically without guilt, empowering them to become sheroes by reaching for more out of life so they don't look back wondering where they were in their own mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to the stage our next storyteller. Rise to your seat, to your feet. Rise to your feet.
I'm a mom. I've been married for 34 years, and I love to do PTA. My friend says, baloney. You see, I was sitting after 6 weeks in an identity and destiny class, and we had to state our I am statement. And she said, where's Pearl? I didn't hear anything about Pearl in there. And by the way, all I've heard you talk about is Matthew. Don't you have another son? It was at that point that I realized I was shackled. And I have a question for you. I was very honored that my friend called me ally. And I had just met her in that course. And so I realized at that point I was shackled. And look around how many people are in this room. Only one person identified the shackles and what they mean today. So who are you helping in their story on their path identify what they're shackling? At that point, I realized my son who was born of my heart, I loved dearly, but he was shackling me for being the Pearl that I was. So I had to release him, and I had to let him go. That summer, I drove him to college. I dropped him off at his dorm, and I said, Matt, God and I have planned a beautiful package for you. However you unwrap it, it's up to you. He hasn't unwrapped it the way I would hope as a parent he would unwrap it, but it's not my story to do anymore. I then drove home the 12 hours, took my other son to lunch, and said, I owe you an apology. At 15 years old, I have neglected your priorities too. As a mom, that's hard. My marriage is amazing. I have an amazing husband. He's my cheerleader. He's my rock. So at that point, my other son and I, Nate, started growing together. I then realized I am Pearl. I was put here with things inside me to develop. I was not the young girl who was raped. I was not the daughter whose father became racist towards my beautiful son who was born of my heart. I had a story to tell, and I need to do something about it. I started realizing many of us women sit back and we put everybody first. We put our family first. We put our parents first that we're trying to help in their older years. We put everything first but us. You all sitting in here are here for a reason. You have a tool. I don't care who you believe in. For me, it's God. He has told me you are an oyster. You open that oyster, you stand up, and you start sharing so nobody else has to live in guilt of their story. So everybody doesn't have to stand behind their family, that they can become the beautiful Pearl that they are inside. So what did I do? I started sitting down. I took a break. Somebody here yesterday talked about taking a break from life. I took a break. I said, what do I want? I came from Virginia. I was the top 5 mortgage broker in my company when I moved here to Florida. I was the number 1 female in the company. Where did she go? Where is her passion? I totally changed my entire world of what I did as a business and started reaching out to women. I started going to women and saying, how can I help you? I want you to learn from my story. And I started to share the story of how you can be that amazing Pearl you are inside. And for every man that's in here, you're a Pearl too. I'm not just talking to women in the room. And you have a female in your life somewhere, whether it's your mother who brought you in this room, whether it's your wife, your girlfriend, whoever that is. You have somebody in this world that is a female in your life. It's your job to help them open their oyster and let them find that Pearl inside. Because when we don't, We don't have to develop the tools that we have inside to bring forward. We continue to be shackled. And so if you are sitting there today, I want to know, if you had this in your hand, only 2 other people in this room commented what these shackles were about.
Wow.
Nobody asked you, why am I wearing the shackles? What can I do to help you take these off, Pearl? Why are you wearing these? Let me take those off you. Nobody in this room said that. They let me walk around. So I want to ask you today, what is shackling you from opening up the pearl that you are inside? What's shackling you from sharing your story? I know for me, I'm continuing on. I know for me, my boys understand when they get married, their wife has a story. It's not her job to do the dishes and do the laundry and all that stuff. That's not her job. Do you know my boys every Wednesday, they clean bathrooms and vacuum. They come back home, they're 24 and 21 now. Amazing young men. They come back home and they say, Mom, what can I do in the house to help you? So what are you doing to reach out to somebody sitting next to you and say, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you share your story? What can I do to help you become an amazing person you are? So I want you to know, when you leave here today, you came as an oyster. I want you to open your inner pearl of greatness because you deserve to shine.